Okay.
I'm Robert Johnson with Houston Music Review, and I'm here today with Shiny Toy Guns. So guys, it has to be pretty cool being rock stars, huh?
Rock stars?
Yeah.
Definitely not rock stars. Fucking goofballs.
We're goofballs.
So you have a new album coming out called 3. When's it going to be released?
No.
Anyway,
it's actually called Tree.
2003.
2003.
So when's it going to be released?
Later this year.
Yeah.
And what are your goals for the album?
Well, I personally just hope people like it. Because I like it. And I think that we're all at a place where we worked really hard, and when you're happy with it, you feel more confident about pushing it out to the world. I think that people just sort of I hope people understand what it is, where we were when we made it, and
It took 3 years to make 3.
yeah.
So it's
Tree.
like true. So we did every single time that we thought an element, a piece, a moment on the record was not exactly what we wanted, we removed it and redid it forever, over and over and over.
A lot of reshaping.
Yeah.
So when did you have the original shells of what is now the current album?
3 years ago, pieces of certain songs that made it. There's a whole trash bag of songs that didn't make it, and elements and pieces. A lot of good stuff that we just couldn't, or it just wasn't meant to be finished for this record. And then there's songs in the record that were born a month ago, out of nowhere. It always freaks me out in a good way, every album that we're a part of, because of how interesting it is, how it ends up at the end of the day.
And that's how the creative process should be.
Yeah.
No rules, no
You
time
can't just
limit,
plan it out. And
no restraints. Just you go with what feels right.
the only thing you can do is take a giant marker board when everything's done and just write all the stuff out you need to do, and then as you do it, you start finding other things to do, and the marker board never gets erased. It just continues to fill up. It's really cool.
How many songs can fans expect on the album?
Tree.
11. Yeah, the classic number, the typical number. We kicked around ideas. We kicked around ideas of doing 15 songs, 18 songs, 14 songs. We even did a Facebook poll, and the number that all the fans came up with was 15. But
Of course they want more.
yeah, I would too. But then again, I bought an album the other day, or actually 6 months ago, from a band I'm a huge fan of, and it had so many songs on it. I've never even listened to the whole album. It's just too much content. You wanna slam everything into a package that is digestible, and you get it all. All the other stuff you can do B-sides, remixes, extra singles later. You can get all the other music out, but your record, your album, in my opinion, should be 10, 11, or 12 songs. Just my opinion.
So you mentioned B-sides. Are you going to release some extra content for online purchasers?
Absolutely,
Like that?
yeah, for the DSPs.
Yeah.
There'll be, if I'm not mistaken, if we go with this initial plan that we all talked about, there's 4 brand new original songs, acoustic performances, live performances.
Getting cozy. Settling in.
Lots of cool moment stuff.
Jeremy and I are clearly already cozy.
Cozy. Some new bad posture vibes over here. Laying back.
Yeah, so 11 songs.
And of those,
It's so deep.
11 songs.
And I downloaded this one band and he was
so
George Lucas shows up. Screech, sorry.
this is an inside joke going on right here, isn't it?
This is George Lucas.
Okay,
I
so
was gonna show you.
you want to show
I
me?
was gonna show you George Lucas.
You blew it. You freaking blew it, Rob.
It's over. Okay, so of those videos, singles, what can we expect?
What do you mean? What videos? Are you talking about the videos for the actual singles?
Yeah, singles. How many singles? How many videos?
There will absolutely be 3 singles on Tree. There might be more, but we're guaranteed 3. We're guaranteeing that many for everybody.
3 in addition to the Sun.
The Sun wasn't a single, the Sun was a teaser gift. We gave away 88,000 copies of that song. It's actually been re-recorded again. It sounds just the same all day long. It sounds better, bigger.
Drums are a little bit different at the end too, right?
Live, we play it broken down. We do like a cool little breakdown thing. It's cool. The one on the new album is more of a traditional. It goes right back to the chorus, right back to the original, the rock beat. Tony Maserati got his hands all over it too, so it sounds big and huge and awesome. And so there'll be 3 brand new singles, and that's nothing to do with the Sun.
You're covering your face, Jim.
With what?
You have a knee face.
I have knee face? Should I go see someone about that?
Thanks. I've got a producer here.
Did you see how I was set up for like 5 minutes?
I did. Did you not
I
notice
was
me
like,
turn around and start?
Carah used to get waxed. It's weird thing growing on her nose.
So, tell me, what is the significance of Love Runner? We've seen when you tweet out to your fans, you put a hashtag Love Runner.
Love Runner is a character that we've created for the first, possibly the second as well, single. And we'll say she goes on a journey, and that's all we're going to tell you.
It's just part of her world. Love Runner is it's just this thing that
She doesn't
boils
just
up.
run. We should clarify that.
It's a character that that became a reality in her and I's brain, and it's actually everything's just sort of organically surfacing like that. It's an art project that involves an incredible amount of video and an incredible amount of work.
And
And
blood,
it's-
and pain, and sweat,
Yeah.
and tears.
An incredible amount of money, an incredible amount of traveling on an intercontinental level, and when we're done, it's going to be really, really cool.
Okay.
And that's what you've been doing for the past several weeks.
Yeah.
So, what did you like most about writing this record, and what did you like the least about writing this record?
I think that we sort of had a new creative dynamic because I was more involved, and then also Daniel, who helped a little bit, was more involved with a lot of the production and stuff. I think that was just a whole new dynamic, and that was a lot of fun. And I think we went into this really excited because I was back, and there was just nothing but positive vibes, and that was what kind of my favorite part was, going into it with not like, oh, we just got off the road, we gotta do something. We were like, let's create something badass. And artistically, when you're not, when you're only excited, only fun things can happen. You know, when you're in a time crunch, when you're getting pressure from people, those things just kill creative vibes. As far as the worst part,
Yeah, least favorite.
Least favorite of making this record, I would say, wow.
Do you have a least favorite?
I don't know. There's nothing bad about the process. I mean,
recording the keyboard parts has been just so
I just
time-consuming.
can't get it.
You just can't get it.
bring people in to do it for me.
Well, that's interesting. There are a lot of
She's kidding, by the way.
I'm totally kidding. Because he's the keyboard player, get it?
no, I get it. What I'm saying though is that a lot of bands now just program. Do you use the actual live keyboards
Yeah,
when
both.
you're?
We use
Do a
both.
little bit of both. I would say the least thing about making this record was the process of going through the team of people around the record. We had to
All the outside opinions.
Yeah, we were like, what is the damn single? Where do we go with this song? And it was a song we've been working on for so many months and years that we, as a band, were unable to make a decision or an opinion about it. And so we have a panel of 10, ages 7 to 67, literally 7. And we would pass the song through this filter. Some songs would go 10 all the way down, and then some songs would split the panel in half. Even the band would be split in half. We would just sit there and go, what are we going to do now? What do we do? Because when you work on something every day, all day long, you start to lose touch with the reality of what the song actually sounds like. And we got really far with a big chunk of the record like that, to where we went to a lot of different mixers and studios until we found the right meshing point. We found the right palette of people, equipment, rooms, and places to comfortably finish the record. If that makes sense. So like we went to this guy's room, we went to this city, and it just didn't really click with this record. And we finally got to that point.
And we love all those people. It was just like...
Yeah. It just wasn't... Sometimes you go back and you do things, or you go forward and you do things. And and it's like, with extremely talented mixers, extremely nice studios and great gear, and you get there and it just doesn't work with the song you're working on. We had to do a lot of switching and maneuvering until we found the right people to help us finish the songs.
So can you tell us what's this single? What did it end up being?
I can't because it might change next week. Literally.
Literally.
So this is still an ongoing process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We pretty much know, but it's
We
too
thought we
risky.
knew a
At this
week ago,
point, we
too.
keep thinking and we're telling people like it's gonna be this, and then it's not, and we're like, dang it.
That's actually going to be
so
some...
many factors and variables.
Does he look familiar? He
Yeah,
looks
you've met him 100 times. I have too. And
That's really awkward.
I know, he walked in and I was like, hi, nice to meet you. He's like, dude, I've met you like 30 times.
Wait, because like we've totally obviously, this is like
You obviously what?
Deja Faisner.
My name's Robert.
I know.
You can call him Bob though. Bob.
But
Hey Bob. My dad's name's Robert.
I'll tell you what, I'll let you call me Bobby.
Bobby?
I don't let anybody call me
Really?
Bobby. You can call me Bobby.
Privilege.
Ricky Bobby.
Privilege.
When my friends see this, they're going to think, I can't believe he actually let somebody call me Bobby.
He would beat you up.
But no.
What did you learn?
I'll beat them up and take their lunch money.
You're a bully?
But Jeremy, tell me what you said to the kid the other day.
Oh god, this is awesome. I was really tired because of Love Runner. She wears me out. No, like Karen and I hadn't slept in for 2 weeks. Like, 4 hours. Working our tailies off, and I'm a little edgy sometimes. And we pull into a McDonald's. I don't know why. There's 800,000 screaming kids in there. I just wanted a freaking coffee. That's all. So I got me a coffee. Actually, I didn't. I turned around and walked. That's why I never brought you that wrap.
Yeah.
I walked in and it was a zoo. Right?
I was a little hurt. I was like, Jeremy, get me perfect.
And so I'm walking back, and these like 3 16, 17-year-old kids walk by, and I'm wearing basically this with black cowboy hat, sunglasses, and that's probably a little scary, a little rough. And this kid goes, "Weird guy," or something like that. And I went, "You ever gotten your ass kicked by a weird guy?" And all him and all his friends were like,
But like,
walked.
straight face, like.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't even turn my head and look at him. I was like, I saw him go, "Weird guy." I was like, "You ever got your ass kicked by a weird guy?" And then just like backed up.
The pillow kick was the best one.
Brilliant coming out. That was my bully thing of the day.
It's hot in here.
And I don't bully. I'm a nice guy.
It's really hot out there.
I haven't felt heat like that in a long time.
They've got this Be a Star campaign now, and everybody they've got advocating for Be a Star will get on the internet and say like some horrible thing about something else. So these people are part of the anti-bullying campaign or bully themselves?
Compete.
Oh boy.
Oh, Bobby.
I love it. Okay, so I've seen you guys live countless times. Obviously, we just covered that. Now, you're starting to see my face enough that you're remembering me. So that being said, I'm totally.
Please don't take that personal.
I don't.
No, but I always
Now
remember
you're-
Like I
saying
said, the first thing I said was you guys are rock stars.
you
What's it like?
looked familiar from the second I saw you, but then as I'm sitting here, I'm like, no, I definitely met you multiple times. So.
Well, I've got the generic haircut, a black shirt, and jeans.
Yeah, but I
It
still
doesn't matter.
Okay, so the live set always sounds phenomenal. And tell me about the preparation that goes into it. I noticed last night, I follow you guys on Twitter and on Instagram, Facebook, and I see these updates, and last night, I think at like 1 o'clock in the morning, you guys are practicing.
Yeah.
So tell me about the preparation that goes into a live set.
Well, for touring is one thing, but for one-offs coming up, we're doing now because we just finished a record, we're waiting to go on a tour. So we're just kind of keeping our feet wet a little bit with the shows we're playing. So we don't rehearse as much as obviously we would like to. So we just kind of, and also we're all kind of spread out. Most of us are in LA, but Chad's based out of Oklahoma, so we don't get to rehearse as much. So when we tour, there will be a full pre-production and excitingness, but we just kind of got everybody in San Antonio last night and rehearsed, and that's about all that went into playing live.
We rehearsed for, well, we haven't played in a few weeks because we've been doing filming, and that's really the basic reason why. So it's amazing how much disappears, literally. Like I had to.
Of the new songs, not the ones we've been playing for years, but the new
No,
songs.
even the old stuff for me. Especially when I'm tired. I just
Well, I
forget.
never forget lyrics.
No, and never, ever.
I still forget lyrics to You Are the One.
You
It's so
do.
embarrassing. I'm like,
Would you like to do a You Are the One monologue right now?
I probably would.
What are the lyrics? Go.
Really?
Do it.
Wait, what? How
What are
does
your
it
lyrics?
start?
Black.
Like a Rose and Radio
Wait,
5.
but you so that's the second verse.
Get it. I don't know. I really don't know either. I wrote it. The lyrics. You so
Kissing over and over again.
You're covered. You're covered.
Your cover melted inside.
With wide eyes.
Wide eyes you tremble. Kissing over and over
Over.
again. Your God knows His faithful.
And I tried.
He knows the lyrics.
And I tried.
Okay, so
Bobby.
He's a cat. He's a Will Ferrell real quick. That's how I got the Saturday Night Live gig with him.
if the moon was made of cheese,
I would get to it under any circumstances. If it was cheddar, I'd be there.
Karen is a mouse.
okay, so
Take two tools, just
you obviously play a number of songs over and over and over again, but what is the one song that you rarely or never play live that you like the most?
That's a good question. A song we rarely play live that personally we like a little bit too much.
Right.
We can play our faves. Honestly, and I mean this,
Waiting, I miss Waiting.
I really did enjoy playing Photograph back in the day. I'm not kidding, it's like an unreleased, like really
So
old
version 1.
version 1. Like Photograph was, but we had Steve, then that was cool too. But that was
We used to have
fun.
2 male singers, did you know that? We used to have 7 people.
We back in the day.
Yeah, we used to be a lot bigger than the project.
They got fired.
Chad's brother, no, he quit. Got married. Had 2 kids, all that good stuff.
Good for him.
But he's still a producer and a writer and works with us all the time. He wrote Half a Lead Disco.
Musical family.
Yeah. I would say Waiting. I miss Poison. We were just talking about this. Off of the second record. Frozen Oceans.
Frozen Oceans.
We should do Frozen Ocean.
We could do it whenever.
Chad-
Anything under 130 beats BPM, Chad
Chad tends to
shouldn't be
think
played
things,
live.
yeah.
He just thinks anything slows
He
down.
doesn't like it to slow down. And for some shows,
I
it's
totally disagree.
fine than others, but he wants to.
Yeah, but for show,
That's what he wants to do. He wants
we're
to
headlining,
make his head.
Carah. I absolutely want that added to the set. When it's our tour and people there to see
You
us.
should just tell him to headbang no matter what.
Yeah, do the
I'm standing on the shore.
yeah, do the
Yeah, as a composition.
Untied for. Shut up this thing where
should we show him?
he headbangs to the wrong tempo.
Who has this video? Where is it? It's on your phone, right?
I have to redump my phone probably every other
No.
day. Did I film that?
No, I filmed it. It's on my computer because when you had me dump my phone, it's on my computer. No,
Looking good,
Thank you, so are you.
Daddy.
I like it. I'm into it.
Weird guy.
Weird guy.
I don't think you should cut this off, by the way. I think there should be no.
This should just go on like this.
I think-
Okay.
Until the last person closes the box.
Okay, so if you weren't involved in music in any way, and you had to go out and get a day job, what would you do?
I'd be a veterinarian,
I'd be a storm chaser.
or I really wish that I had gone into psychiatry.
Why psychiatry?
It's fascinated me since day one. I didn't, I just always have, especially, child psychology.
And storm chasing.
Yes.
This is like the big secret. Nobody knows that you like storm chasing.
Nobody did. 15 years.
15 years. So what do you have? You have like a whole van decked out?
It's called Phantom. She's our armored little baby. We just got back. We've been doing that all week.
Literally.
Did you get to see some storms?
She was with me. the
Saw
whole time.
storms. Didn't.
We were 1,000 feet from a tornado. But at the time, it was a funnel cloud, if you know any meteorological stuff. Funnel cloud is a tornado that hasn't touched the ground yet, so it's, it's small. It would be EF0, or EF1, EF0. And right before it was coming down, right before it became a fully formed tornado, this band of hail and rain, big swath, like a core of hail, buried us in the ice, and we had to leave the area. Actually, in the path of the tornado, we left the area, and we're unable to get back down the road because the hail is so large, it would destroy the windshield. Windshield's the only glass that's open. Everything else is covered in 900 pounds of iron. It's got like big protective things on it.
Do you ever get scared?
Me? No. Carah doesn't get scared of anything, so she wasn't scared.
Except for snakes.
Snakes, oh
I
yeah.
would scream for my mama
Yeah.
with the snake, but I really was like, I think I was on my iPhone. I was like,
Yeah.
but our photographers in the back,
They're freaking.
they were freaking out. They were like, Jeremy, I think we got the shot. We should die.
Yeah.
No, we got the shot over and over and over.
I've been doing it so long though, it's like, you're safe, you're fine.
So, when you go out storm chasing,
A lot of times we go out, I'll go by myself and just go spotting. It's a totally different thing. Storm spotting is where you go out and you report positions, wall cloud. There's a wall cloud at this GPS coordinate. It's moving southeast, 25 miles an hour. It's widely rotating. I just discovered hail was 1.5 inches wide at this point. 28 miles south of Purcell, Oklahoma. This power line's down. Talking to emergency management on ham radio and stuff like that, and then the back of the vehicle we go in has blankets, chainsaws, axes, all the equipment you would need to go into a home, a very severely damaged home, pull a wall off of a human or an animal.
you're ready to save lives.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm Red Cross certified and trained all the way up to
I have a question for
first
you,
responder, yeah.
because I think a lot of people know that you would want to be a storm chaser, but what else would you want to be? I said psychiatrist, psychologist, veterinarian, and meteorologist doesn't count. It's the same thing.
Meteorologist. Meteorologist.
I also wanted to be a gymnast.
I'm obsessed
when I
with
was-
airplanes. So I want to be a pilot.
Alright.
So what's your favorite airplane?
I like.
Have you seen the Airbus A380?
Yep. The Air India has one.
I've got one.
Air France has one.
Right.
Carah Faye has one. $200 million plane. On a commercial airline level, I like the
Dreamliner?
the Dreamliner. The ERJ, I think it's a 160 or 120. It's not as big as the A320 or the 735. And it's not a little CRJ, so it's not a little,
I know exactly.
you know, it's like 3 and 2, some odd thing or something. And it's big enough for first class, it's big enough, but it's not a stupid ass Airbus.
It's an Airbus. It's got like 2-1, right? They use
No,
it for
no,
a lot
no.
of flights that can't.
It's 2-2. 2-2. It's a mid-sized jet. It's not the small ones, not the regional jets, not the RJs like you take on you land, like if you were to go to Calgary in Canada,
Right.
you would take this little plane from Toronto or wherever. It's Brazilian. They don't get very good gas mileage. I nerd out and talk to people about jets. And I love 777s. They're badass. They're comfy. They're big.
I'd also want to do some work with kids.
Carah likes kids.
I'm obsessed with kids.
I want a kid.
I think kids are the coolest thing about this planet. I believe the children are the future.
I think that'd be pretty cool if I was a kid and my teacher was in shiny toy guns.
I would 100% be a teacher someday.
So,
I would love it.
just
I
I would love to
Just
teach.
have a kid.
I would love to teach too. I love to teach people things that I know, and I love to be taught. I love to listen, and watch things. You know, like I'll go home by myself and watch documentaries on like Russian nuclear thermal submarines. Just random useless knowledge. I like taking in story.
do you have Netflix accounts?
Absolutely.
So
That's what I'm talking about.
there's
Netflix documentary.
there's a streaming documentary on there comparing the Airbus A380 and the Dreamliner that you guys were talking
Really?
about. That you bought one of, and they were kind of built right around the same time. Two. Okay, money bags.
Well, you've seen my blinged out cane, right?
Yeah.
You have no idea what this
It
cost.
cost a lot of money. She had to mortgage one of her planes.
Like Monopoly.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so this interview doesn't take all day, you guys go straight on the stage from finishing this.
His name on here is Summer Cramp. That's the
So every time someone posts something, you see it directly on your phone.
No, we don't have stuff like that. It was just all day long. But Instagram, yes.
Well, we're not that popular.
Well, no,
Yeah?
not on Facebook.
Oh.
Thank God the notifications were turned off.
So how do you balance family life, relationships,
We
with
don't.
We
a busy
don't.
tour schedule?
When we're in the zone, especially Jeremy and I, when we're in the zone,
That's it.
it sort of takes a
We can only have time for each other and work.
But
It's the same thing.
but at the same time, we've kind of been talking about it lately, like not having someone to share that with is
Travesty.
it's an absolute travesty.
You really just
Jason Jacobs in the middle of an interview.
I know there's a camera. I am so sorry.
Okay, come
Get him.
introduce
Go
yourself. No, come introduce yourself. Say hello.
Yeah.
Jason.
Now that you did it.
No, go throw your hair and then come back.
Hi, I'm Jason.
Go say it to the
Jason, you
camera.
gotta get out. Come on, come
Yeah,
on,
you
get
gotta
out.
do it.
Now!
Hard to.
Oh, it's hot. Hey, Zach, keep that door shut.
Okay, so this one is from my brother Brad. He's a big fan. He actually got into you guys by listening to Frozen Oceans. And he wants to know if you could go out and tour with any other band or play in any other band, what musician or band would it be?
Play in another band is a question
Two
I've
different
never been
questions.
asked. That's an interesting question that I need a minute for. I'd play in like the Locusts.
The Locust.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I would want to be in one of those funny bands that, like Insane Clown Posse, where it's just nuts.
Yeah.
Slipknot.
Slipknot's so much so fun. If I would, I just want to be around Grimes right now. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm completely obsessed with her, and for numerous reasons.
Who's this?
Grimes.
So tell me who's Grimes?
I don't know her real
She's an
name.
indie artist.
She's beautiful, and her voice is beautiful. She's everything. She's everything. No, she's just.
Jimmy takes it way too far.
She's the apple of no. I would want to be
Lost in the island with her.
lost.
She might see this.
Yes. I hope she does, and she writes it. No, I'm really into her right now, recently. Like as of 2 days ago.
Have you all heard of Lana Del Rey?
Of course.
Yep.
We've more than heard one of them.
Yeah, we can't even talk about
We're
it.
not allowed to talk about it.
No.
Before she was
Personal
Lana.
shit.
Deep personal.
Very, very deep personal shit.
Well,
But I'm obsessed with her record. Good job. Love it. Favorite songs, radio.
so that's actually my favorite song too.
Really?
Yeah. So let's try it with this one.
You wristed me.
Wait, this is a bit.
Let me get it this way.
Uh-oh. So
What is
I'm
that?
going
I
this
don't
way.
understand.
You're doing this one. You're doing this one.
Yeah, ready?
One,
Okay.
two.
You still miss. I just went straight forward.
I'll hit someone in the face. I've done
Yeah, I
that.
just saw hands going everywhere.
So here's what I
You're
thought.
outside.
I bet that show. I'm not even gonna edit all that out. So Lana.
I'm telling about in Carah's. I've never seen Carah listen to one band so much in years. Beach House.
Wait, was there a question?
Yeah.
What was the question?
Band.
The bands that you're.
I really do like Beach House. I think their melodies are really one of my favorite bands of all time. Is Sunny Day Real Estate, and I think that they had to
That
have been.
song's so good.
They had to have been extremely influenced by it because I hear Sunny Day Real Estate in some of their songs and I'm like, wait a minute. But I really like their vibe and the vocals and the lyrics, and I just really am into the band. And I still haven't heard the new one because I'm still obsessing over 2 of their old ones. Me, when I get into new music, I have to be in the right mood or I'll hate it. No matter how good it is, I have to be ready to welcome something new in my life. That's how dramatic new music is for me. I have to be in the right mood.
Were you into a lot of the straight edge bands like Minor Threat?
Absolutely.
Davey Havoc has 2 projects right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, are you into all this kind of music?
Absolutely. Of course. I mean, as far as like hardcore goes or punk or stuff like that, I don't listen to a lot of like new hardcore punk unless it sounds like old hardcore punk. And like if I wasn't into it then I'm, now I listen to it for like nostalgia stuff. I'll put on like my favorite Refused or my favorite Snapcase record. Or that's veering away from straight edge stuff. But seriously, but yeah, I absolutely do still love that stuff. And I'm about to go see 7 Seconds in New York. I'm excited.
Okay, so I want to live vicariously through you guys.
Okay, let's bring it on.
Tell me the coolest thing that's ever happened on tour.
Well, for Mikey, it was meeting Jim.
Jim Welch?
No.
Jim Welch is a
Jimmy.
cool guy, by the way.
What?
Jim Welch, cool guy.
Well, he probably emailed you.
Betty.
If he emailed you, he probably CC'd a few people, and if you didn't respond, he probably sent you a few more.
Actually.
Well, if you didn't.
That's actually exactly what happened.
Really?
That is
You
exactly.
CC people?
Yeah. And it was quite helpful, in fact.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
we love Jim. We're not making fun of him. That's just
We
Jim.
actually are making fun of him, but in a nice way.
Yeah, we love Jim. He's our little mini Elton John.
Nah.
Someone saved my life.
Nice.
Coolest thing that's ever happened.
Go back to the question.
Goodness, I mean,
Honestly, the traveling in general is the coolest thing that's ever happened in my life. Like, it's the places that we've been are like a especially Alaska. Probably Alaska in general. It was such an
We always
experience. for all
default to
of us.
Alaska for questions like this because it's just.
There was just such a level of grandeur that was just like, holy moly, this is real. How do people not overpopulate this place?
Have you ever had one of
Because
the?
it's
I would
cold.
move there. Let's get a house there. Put a studio in it.
Ooh.
It's good. It's good.
If it doesn't hurt, it wasn't.
That's what she said.
I like that you're bringing them back, though. That's what she said.
Bringing it back, we never stopped. It never went away.
Does it still look okay?
Oh, it looks amazing.
Thank you. So there hasn't been a moment where you guys just totally tore apart like a 5-star hotel room?
No, we don't do that crap.
No, that's definitely happened in the past, but it hasn't happened recently as things have become a bit more tame. But we've destroyed many a room, more dressing rooms. Than
We destroyed dress.
we were throwing bread and meat at each other a second ago.
Well, look at this place.
Yeah. The last full trashing that we did was us and the Ting Tings and Inter-Party System. I mean, the Ting Tings, they were really nice and polite and didn't break anything. However, we did. Inter-Party System and Shine Toy Guns merged together as one massive destructive force. We destroyed an entire basement dressing room, including taking the plants and unearthing them, beating each other with them, and having a hurdling session where we would jump over them, but it was impossible to jump over the tree, so you jump into the tree and the tree falls. Trashed it, then drove off. And then about 9:30 in the morning, our label called. They're like, "What the fuck did you do to the dressing room, the radio station?" It's furious.
At the radio station?
No, the radio station was a radio show. And the club complained to the radio station. And I was like, it wasn't me, it was your party system.
It's just as a Ting Ting since they completely took themselves out of it.
Yeah, and then, but the thing was, Inter-Party was on, at the time, what label were they on back then? There was a universal label like we were, so it was like, we all got in big trouble. But it was it was sold the crap out. Everybody made a lot of money. I'm not talking about the bands, I'm talking about the promoter banked, the bar banked, the radio station was happy. We spilled dirt, beer, and food all over the floor. Clean it up. We didn't kick holes in the walls. We didn't shatter bottles. We didn't punch. We didn't draw on the wall. We just spilled everything and didn't clean it up. Because I believe we should be able to do that because we don't get to sleep. We never go home. And this is our room. And if we want to be piggies, let us be the 3 little ones.
And if we want to be piggies.
That was the kind of story I was looking for. It was good. I was hoping though that it would have ended with the Ting Tings getting blamed and then
We blame it on the TTs. It was the Brits that did it.
Those two.
No, it was those two. They did it.
My bad. Over that.
Nothing. All of them over that night.
So, as a band, what's the worst thing that you've had to deal with, and how did you get through it?
Probably breaking up.
Yeah, that's the easy one.
That's the easy one. When I wasn't in the band, and then I think just those 3 years in general, as much as they were needed, I would say the 6 months that got really bad before it actually happened was hard for us because at the heart these guys are my brothers and my best friends, and for everything to have happened the way it did and losing communication and just completely losing that, when you lose your friendships and your relationships with the people that you're stuck in a band with or stuck in a tour bus with or stuck on stage with, you're supposed to be performing these songs. When you lose that, you take all fun out of it, and you take not only the fun out of it, you take like any desire to be it. That was hard. When it got bad, but when it got better, it got really better, and I think we all grew from it, and we all are in a much better place now.
Well, I've been sitting here with you guys for
An hour.
quite a while now, and I mean, you
You're
seem
cute.
really, really close.
Oh yeah, he's my best friend.
So, well, I mean, how did you end up getting through it? Come on. So, okay,
Sad.
I mean,
Instead of hugging, who's laughing out?
unburnable.
So how'd you get through it? I mean, 3 years, is there no communication at all during this time?
There wasn't a lot. Chad would get drunk and give me a few calls. Mikey didn't talk to, and Jeremy maybe once or twice.
Maybe a couple years email
Yeah.
in years.
We were just burned out, and then
Who extended the olive branch?
Dual extension.
they
Forced.
did. Jeremy forced us to come to Sweden. I was like,
I
oh.
didn't ask. I said, hey, my flight's at 12. I land.
Literally, and I think my initial, not that I didn't want to see him at that time because it'd been so long, but I was sort of like, oh. And I told him, I think don't come. And I think Chad even, and he like told me to apologize to us afterwards. He's like, Chad said he told him not to come because he didn't believe that word.
He didn't know.
And he's like, don't come, you're wasting the band's money.
And time.
Yeah, and Jeremy and Mikey got on a flight, and I was like, anxiety, heart racing.
We had a bag and a rope.
And then even when they left, I was like, oh. And then Jeremy came back the second time. So, but I mean, it was so weird how it was like the second we saw each other, it was like no time had passed. It was weird, of course, as to be expected, but it was really like no time had passed. Like, because we all had just been through so much together, our humors have just turned into one ball of the same thing, and it's, you know.
So when you got on that plane, were you thinking about the band and asking her to invite her back to the band at that point? Or were you thinking it's just more important that I get this relationship?
Their relationship was nothing. The band would never. Nothing ever happens until the relationship is mended. Period.
Yeah, my thing personally was that I didn't want to come back, and why when previous olive branches had been extended, my thing was like, why, I don't want to come back with a chip on my shoulder. You guys don't want me to come back with a chip on my shoulder. I wanted to come back when it was real. And when it was real, it was
Obvious.
real.
Yeah.
For lack of a better word. But knowing that we could avoid the dynamic that we had become, and knowing what the mistakes, having that much time to understand why it happened, was good for all of us. And it is good for us now in preventative measures of making sure that never happens again. So.
It's great. Well, I'm glad that we've got like an original lineup that's out there kicking ass.
Not alone. Oh jeez. Sorry.
Chad's downstairs telling fans that Tracks with Guns is a satanic country pop band.
Oh my god.
Somebody put him to bed.
Okay, so we've been here for a while. Let's wrap this up. I want you guys to tell the fans how they can join you on this journey as you release 3, as you do these one-off shows, and you ultimately embark on your world tour.
Well, it's been a while. I think we need as much help as I could. Hold my head up high. I think it's been a while. And because it's been a while, we need as much help as we can from the fans that have been there from day one and that are passionate and want to be involved in the journey to help us spread the word. When the time comes to really push the train down the track and get it moving to where it doesn't stop again, you know, because it has been since 2008 since we've had an original release, and coming to shows, supporting, sending us just positive vibes is so important to us. Feedback that, you know, whether it's just like your song, it meant a lot to me. That people say all the time, oh, you hear this so much, yeah, but you don't understand. When you're out here and you're doing the same thing every day, that stuff fuels your fire to move on, and it lets you know you're doing the right thing because of how good it makes you feel. You're continuing your life, and it makes you feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. I'm affecting people's lives for better, the way my favorite artists have affected me and Jeremy, you know, like that's what we want. And I think for me, positive feedback, positive reinforcement is so important. And also, buy the record.
So,
Buy the record!
fans follow you on Twitter.
It's at StrengthsWeGuns, Instagram's at StrengthsWeGuns, Facebook.com/StrengthsWeGuns. We have satellites, which is it's sort of like your typical fan-driven organization for the band, but it's a little deeper than that, and there's a lot more one-on-one contact. There's email blasts that go out to the satellites that don't go out to the general fan email list, and those are the people we really rely on to help move movements that we're doing around the country quickly. If we need to announce something, talk about something, focus on something, satellites are sort of our, orbiting thing to bring the whole world together and say, hey, we have something we want to show you, play you, tell you. So if you want to join that, you just go to shinesweekends.com, there's little buttons and satellites, and you fill it out, and you're in. We give away cars, trains, rides on Carah's Airbus.
Canes.
Canes. Your cane should be called Candy Cane. Isn't that cool? Egbert the Candy Cane.
I haven't come up with the names.
I think Candy Cane's cool as hell. Big Daddy Candy
Because
Cane.
now it's kind of femme.
Yeah, it's
I don't
Candy
know if
Cane.
it's English.
Should we leave it a mystery or tell me about it?
Well, I injured my heel a little bit. A lot of it. Enough to need a cane. And we decorated it today. And it's...
What about Strawberry Shortcake?
Well, I can no longer extend it, so I couldn't wear heels.
That's what she said.
That's it. Jeremy Dawson, Carah Faye. I'm Robert Johnson with Houston
Bobby.
Review.
Bobby Johnson.
Thank you so much.